Buckle up, it's gonna get
Capitol
worse.
Hill, where the House just passed a series of spending bills that includes tens of billions of dollars in aid for Ukraine and Israel.
Oh.
The votes come after months of delay and partisan fighting. Those bills have huge implications for the wars in Ukraine and Gaza. But another bill just passed that we're going to have major implications here. The House voting to effectively ban the hugely popular social media app TikTok in the United States if it doesn't divest from its Chinese parent company. The ban, not in effect as of now. That bill and the foreign aid bills now head to the Senate and then to President Biden. The bills are likely to clear both and become law.
The U.S. Senate voted to reauthorize the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act after defeating 6 amendments to expand privacy safeguards. Senators initially missed the midnight deadline to reauthorize the legislation, but then quickly voted 60 to 34 to pass the bill, extending it for 2 more years. Supporters had warned that even a brief lapse of the law could have detrimental impacts on the intelligence gathering process.
Allowing FISA to expire would have been dangerous. It's an important part of our national security toolkit and helps law enforcement stop terrorist attacks, drug trafficking, and violent extremism.
Now, I know what you're asking. Kook, what is a violent extremist? Can you define it for me? I sure can. Depending on which political party that you may or may not vote for and align with and which ideology you subscribe to, it might just be you, innocent American. And that's the dangers of FISA. It's on the behest of the government to make their mind up who's a bad guy and who's not. One of the biggest violations of your privacy. The elites within our government and corporations are gambling with things that can't be undone, that have real-life repercussions for innocent people, innocent Americans. It's all gas, no brakes, accelerating a financial collapse like we've never seen before that goes way beyond 2008. They're absolutely okay with it as long as they can maintain power and control so they can feed their families. There's a real possibility that World War III might kick off at any given point. Don't you worry, as it rains nuclear fallout ash from the sky, us peasants will be fighting over toilet paper. And our US politicians and the elites will be safe in their bunker, continuing their version of humanity. We're at a pivotal moment in our country's history. This timeline of events that stretch across decades and decades have led us to this one flashpoint. It makes me think, did we ever really have a choice? What gets me is the blatant hypocrisy. Kind of like what Ian Smith said. In case you missed it, please take a second to appreciate the irony and blatant in-your-face disrespect of a government that wants to ban TikTok to protect your privacy, but just voted to keep warrantless wiretaps. Yeah, we're going to ban TikTok to protect our national cybersecurity, infrastructure, data, privacy, all the while spending billions to fuel the military-industrial complex. While innocent Americans suffer, our borders left wide open. Hey, we can give other countries security, just not our own. All the while codifying a centralized spy apparatus police state. And we're told time and time again in the corporate media that Democrats and Republicans are sworn enemies. They can't stand each other. And AOC will go on national TV to call out some Republican for being a MAGA extremist. But when it comes to federal overreach and spending, look how fast they're together. It does not have to be like this, and don't let them lie to you and make you think it does. And maybe it's on us that we let this happen. Rough times are ahead, but let me know how you feel in the comments down below while we still have comments down below. And welcome to the Kook Club. We're all doomed, but it feels good to be back. Who am I kidding? Things are already bad right now. We are at worst. We're there.